Now, I I read a couple of stories in the symphony. Show them that book so they know where I'm getting this from. you know you know where I'm going be with this story.
DJCoolV.com. Get the symphony.
Right.
It's not named the symphony because of the symphony.
Right.
It's named the symphony because next up, I believe that's me.
That's right.
And I've never got my turn, and this is my turn, and it's doing very well.
So, there was an interesting story about you and Big Daddy Kane in the Volvo, right?
True story.
So, let's share that story with them.
Which part of it?
You can start from. You can start. For those that read the book, they know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that didn't, this is the kind of juicy stuff that's in the book that you're gonna read. So what we're doing is giving you some tidbits of the book.
Well, I give you. Time.
Give me what you comfortable with.
I was going to my girl house,
right,
in Connecticut, and she wasn't home.
Hold on, how did you and Big Daddy Kane? How did you end up driving his car, by the way?
Oh, because I was always the designated driver.
Right.
Kane, Kane, he had a car, but he hadn't been driving all that long. So when we go into Connecticut, I was the designated driver.
Right.
He was getting sleep in the car, and he had a white Volvo, I had a blue Volvo. So we was tag team partners all the way out. Everything we did, we basically did together around that time because we were the low men on the totem pole as far as the Juice Crew All Stars at that time. And well, Kane got the Volvo, he was kind of blowing up. So, his shit went higher than mine. He was Big Daddy. But I went out there and we went to Connecticut out in New Haven, and I went to my girl crib and she wasn't home and I didn't have a key that day, and me and Kane was in the car and I told him to hold up. I went around back,
Hold up, but tell him about the story of you driving. That was the crazy part.
Oh, okay.
The story with you driving when he sleep.
Oh yeah, Kane is asleep in the car. I'm driving, and it's a big pipe sticking in the road, and I seen another car hit it. So I seen the sparks. I'm hitting about 85, 90 miles an hour, so I don't know. Like, I didn't want to wiggle the car.
Right.
So I thought I was going to straddle whatever was in the road. But by the time I saw it, I was right on it. And I tried to get off it, hit this pipe in the road. Car flew up in the air. We go off the road. I'm on two wheels. I'm trying to bring it to back. We in the dirt. Car going. Stop the car. We still living. Kane wakes up, say, "Yo, you all right?" I said, "Yeah, we almost died." Am I all right? So yeah, and then we going to fix the tie. That's a whole other story.
Right.
So I let the people buy the get the book, and then you'll see how funny your man Big Daddy Kane is, because he's a funny dude. But,
so you could pick up from going on at your girl's house, though. You could tell them that part. You already started.
Oh yeah, I was going to the girl's house at that time, and she wasn't home, so I went around back and knocked on the door. So I had to go to the bathroom real bad. So I went back in the car with Kane. I was like, "Yo, I gotta blow my nose. You got any tissue up in here? So, anything?" He's like, "Nah, I got a couple, napkins up in there." I was like, yeah. So I'm faking like I'm blowing my nose, but I'm walking to the house. I said, "Hold up, wait right here till I tell you to come back. Don't come till I call you. If I call you, you know what I'm saying?" He said, "All right." So I go in the back. So I'm looking for a place to go to the bathroom because I had to relieve myself. So I found two cars I got between them, and I'm going to the bathroom because I can't. I'm at the pressure point, right?
Can't hold it no more.
I can't hold nothing, man. So Kane comes around the corner. He's like, "Yo, V, yo, V, where you at?" I said, "Motherfucker, did I tell you don't come around until I tell you to come around?" He was like, "Yo, you all right?" He said, "Yo, what you doing?" I said, "Yo, get out of the house, man." So I'm there trying to finish up because people starting to look out the windows. So you only got a couple napkins.
Right.
I can't be messy out there. You know what I'm saying? So I fixed myself up real quick. And I said, yo, when I tell you do something, you do that shit. He said, yo, was you taking a shit?
That's all in the book, guys.
Oh, man.
The details of it is crazy. Check it out.
Big Daddy.
Oh, man. So
Yes.
one thing me and you talked about over the phone, and you was talking about his writing skills, Big Daddy Kane's writing skills, and I wanted to know what your thoughts was.
Unmatched. People these days, they kind of forget how great of a writer Kane was.
Right.
And I witnessed it firsthand, so nobody could tell me how fast he could do something or how slow or how thorough. He was all of the above. He was quick, he was thorough, he was articulate, and if you told him what
I'm
you
going to take
wanted,
this off the stand because this thing is kind of broken, so I'm just going to hold it. It's going to be easy. So hold up, guys. I know y'all watching, but I don't want it to keep tilting, and I was trying to keep it straight. So I'm just gonna do it by hand, and we gonna go.
Move the tripod.
Right.
The tripod, you know
I was trying to do. Here we go.
in the Cool V lab right now.
Right.
So you see them slip masks, right?
Right. I see what's going on. So now I don't want my audience to be all dizzy because I was trying to hold it straight, but
well, you can edit it. You can edit it. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't shake them up like that.
Right.
But Kane is one of the greatest writers. When it's all said and done, he's gonna be arguably the greatest writer hip hop has ever known, man. I mean, just writing. You know, it's a lot of great writers out here, but they can't write for other people as well as they write for themselves. Kane can write for anybody just as well as he can write for himself, and he don't just have to write rap songs. He can write love songs and all of that.
Right.
Like he's a writer.
So what's some of the songs? What's some of the songs that he might have wrote that we would be surprised of that you know?
Oh no, well I can't talk about other people's stuff, but I mean like with our stuff,
right?
You know, Biz would give him the style. Mm-hmm. Biz was started.
Yeah, how did they work together?
Great.
How how did Biz say, well, I want something? How did that work?
Biz would say like, yo, like we would like, cause Biz would go out and look for a lot of the beats that he wanted to rhyme to, cause Biz stays in his zone, like, you know, that funky zone. So when he go out and find a record, he already basically know where he want to go with it. But you know, we all come to the point of putting that together. So okay, we doing this, then I might add something, and then you know he'd be like, "Hey, like I want to do this style right here, zing 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 zing." You know what I'm saying? And Kane, and the words would just, and the paper would fill up instantly. Like bing, 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 bing. And that's how nice Kane was with that pen. And everything that Biz said he wanted to do and how he wanted to say it and how he wanted to come across, it came across. He did that, you know, so that was a beautiful thing, man. You know, that, you know, watching that, being a part of it.
Right.
Me and Kane used to sit down and write rhymes at my kitchen table, man. And in my room, we'd be in the room practicing because Kane would like, you know, he would, for himself, he would always take constructive criticism well. And if I was thinking like, you know, something, you know, because we bouncing ideas and I'd be like, nah, I don't think that'll work. He'd scrap it and come back with something. I'd be like, you got to give him his props because that's where he was. When he got in the zone, he hard to mess with.
Right.
Hard. And not just write it, he bring forth it. Like the words take on a life of their own when Kane is saying them. Biz words take on a life of their own when Biz is saying them. Kane is never going to say the rhyme like Biz says it because Biz already knew where he wanted to be with the rhyme. So he'll, you know, Biz will funk his way into it and, you know, it'll be there. But the words, you know, the blueprint was laid out.
Right. So would he pretty much like say it and say, Biz, this is how it goes, or Biz would just take what he wrote and do it his own
Biz
style?
Biz would tell him, this what I want.
Right.
Like Biz would beat it on his hands sometimes, like, and he'd be like,
oh, so he would give him the rhythm.
The style.
Right.
Like I want to go,
He just wouldn't have the words.
He wouldn't have the words. But most great people are like that. If you listen to Michael Jackson old tapes, he did it the same way. He would scat through it and then come back and put the words. And well, the lucky thing about Biz, he had a cane, so he didn't have to come back. When he scattered on it.
So Kane was that good. What surprised you most about Kane with his success? You being so close to him. What surprised? No?
Nah, I wasn't surprised. But I was surprised when I saw Kane turning down $25,000 shows when we was out then because I was surprised because like 25 G's, but Kane was on a level where that was available at all times, and he was getting more for some things, and I seen him turn down some shows like,
So that surprised you?
That surprised me. That's when I knew it was larger than what we was doing, like larger than what like we all doing the same thing, but they're seeing him in another realm, and then he's doing the records with Patti LaBelle and Barry White and Blue Magic. He's doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like Blue Magic is one of my greatest all-time slow jam groups ever. Kane made a record with him. Like, whether you like the record or not,
right?
That's big for our era. That's Definitely. Big. Barry White. That's big for our era. So you got to look at the way these things happen, and hey, you got to give him his props. He really changed the landscape when he came through.
Right.
Because he came on that fast pace. The first record wasn't on the fast pace. He just showing you, I'm rhyming with Biz and, something funky and, get into it. That raw came,